Hello everyone, EagleX here. Today I have a video for the 7 decks to try out for the BT7 format. This video is supposed to cover decks that I feel were very fun, that were new, refreshing for this meta, rather than more competitive decks. I'm going to be making a new series on competitive decks that I would be looking at for DigiFest, but this is a great way to have skeletons for decks for this upcoming format. If you enjoy this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Your support means a whole lot to me on this channel. As I'm growing, you guys have done amazing to support this channel, and I want to keep up the work for you guys. So, like I said, go ahead and do those if you haven't yet. So, the first deck I want to cover for this is Blue Hybrid Bond. If you thought Gabu Bond was done after the BT6 format, you would be very wrong. Gabu Bond is a very strong engine still, but now instead of being a Rookie Rush playstyle, you add the Blue Hybrid package. This allows you to have more stall. It saves you from losing games on certain boards. With Ice Wall being hit to 1, it weakens the original Blue Hybrid build, which is just a hybrid lock where you would lock your opponent's board, you would play Ice Wall, prevent them from swinging for game. But now you can utilize the Korikakimons and Tommies while you stall until you can do lethal damage with your Bond. So this is Blue Hybrid Bond. The second deck I want to point out is Jasmon. This deck did not die in BT6 either. It got new support in the form of the Blanca Noir Awakens, additionally a new Huckmon, and this enables you for your deck to be more consistent. Your Huckmon searches are better. For the BT6 Huckmon, the new Huckmon lets you, when you attack as an inheritable, add all sister mons to your hand from the top 5, so it enables you to have more draw potential. And additionally, in this format, it's a lot slower, which allows Jasmon to have more time to set up. The reason it's slower is because everyone's slamming their tamers down, which is very memory inefficient, and it's not just Bond decks slamming it for 3, but every deck has a memory fixer. Every deck has a 3-cost tamer. Like, it will be more consistent to be left at high memory counts for this upcoming format. I felt like this deck had a new breath of fresh air, and people really enjoyed the start of the game. So you want to get the use of Save Your Huckmon before he gets hit on that restriction list. Next deck is a brand new deck for the format, Yellow Hybrid. This build utilizes Shine Greymon for board control, Sakuyamon to answer OTK decks, and Dynasmon to help fill trash to let Susanomon pop off. So the whole purpose of this deck is to set up your tamers, the purple Karis to help stall and enable purple options, and all the yellow tamers to synergize with Shine Greymon for board wipes. The whole yellow hybrid package is oriented around going over Zoe to give your Security Digimon buffs, and your Jet Sylphimon level 5, which is the key card, is a Digivolve for 1 if you have a tamer in your source, and if you have a hybrid in your source, recover 1. With how the deck is built, you'll always get both of them procced. Another card that I want to point out is Holy Flame. In this format, people are going over tamers and then swinging for game. If a Holy Flame is checked in security, or you heal it with Reinforced Memory Boost and they check it, it's an aura that gives everything on your opponent's side -1 security check. This card is one of my favorites. It is a life send in this format. If it gets checked in security, it's a better Holy Wave in the form of everything has -1 check, rather than you get 1 refresh on your security. So that's Yellow Hybrid for this format. It's a very control style deck. It's a lot slower. Not having Mega Digimon Fusion does slow down Susanomon, but he is still a very strong card nonetheless. Next deck I want to talk about is probably the most hyped up deck of this format, is Red Hybrid. As you can see here, this is one of the few decks in the format that utilizes the raising area. So for the raising area, ideally you want to get your Flamemons, and then after you get your Flamemons, you get your promo Goonie so that you can do Ancient Greymon Warp for 1 memory. If you have an Analog Youth out, after the Ancient Greymon dies, you'll proc him, gain a memory, hatch an egg, and you'll start setting up your Emperor Greymon plays, or you'll set up another Ancient Greymon. This is a more aggressive, punch your opponent in the face style deck. And you do use some of the new Red Hybrid package and Bokomon to gain memory, draw some. It's a very cool and aggressive leaning deck. If you guys see you have Atomic Blaster in there, it's good board control. You can swap it out for Atomic Inferno for more aggression, but I feel like this deck is already aggressive as is. My next deck to suggest is the X-antibody archetype. This is one of the few archetypes that utilizes the raising area to get to level 6s. If you guys don't know what this playstyle is, this deck is oriented around having X-antibodies in your stack, where you can use your Dorogurons to swing for all the damage. He gets a DP buff for every X-antibody in the source. So you have the whole Doru line. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that. And that enables you to get bigger. You run Zwart defeats X-antibody to be anti-tamer, and then one alt delete as the spicy tech card to nuke your opponent's tamers as they try setting up game. And then you're also a blocker most of the time too, is the other big takeaway from this deck. Just doing typical black stuff. Next deck, this is a spicy list I think is really fun looking, is Purple Hybrid. It utilizes Plutomon and the new Schwartz purple option to help board clear. It's for every purple tamer and hybrid you have in play. It'll delete a level 5 or lower, so Plutomon is the best target, or best way to use that for cheaper costs. You have all your purple hybrid stuff, you have your Eismon package. Your main rookies you care about is the Gabumon and Eismon being in your, or Eismon Scatter Mode in your raising. Promote that, swing, you crash, you draw 6, trash 4, I believe is what it ends up being. And just enables you to have lots of big swing plays as you play free Eismons. And helps you set up Susanomon as well, filling your trash with more hybrids. Neo Devimon's anti-meta pick to stop your opponents from spamming tamers as frequently. So that's Purple Hybrid. And the final list for today is Green Hybrid. This is a deck that utilizes the new Green Hybrid package. And for a base, it has the red egg. You don't really have great green raising or green stuff for the raising because you're not building up in the raising anymore. So rather than that, we opt for Demi-Meramon with Dash Pack Guilmon for the extra draw when attacking. And then you can also run the red options of Atomic Inferno and Trident Revolver to cheat out tamers and to get extra pressure with this deck archetype. Level 6 Argomon is another tech for being anti-meta with all the hybrids there and about. If you guys enjoyed these quick 7 decks to try out for BT7, let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see more. And I have a new series that's going to be starting up. This should be today as well. With that being said, take care, y'all.